Hey guys, welcome to
What's Up, Brother?
And this is the first episode.
This is
new,
exciting.
Amazing idea that we're trying ourselves.
Heck yeah.
Basically, what we're trying to do is sit here, and this is the one time that we're going to be doing this inside of my apartment here. Other than that, we're filming separately, and one of the guests that we bring on is going to be with us, either most likely me, because they want to be the good-looking one, or they'll be with him in his little closet as they film. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. But
Closet? What closet are you talking about?
So, as we keep going on about this, we're going to keep trucking along and get to the actual content that we're looking for. You guys will learn about What's Up, Brother as we keep filming these episodes, and you learn about the brothers itself.
Yeah.
But everyone needs a foundation and lay roots, and everyone wants to know about each other, don't they? Family's the one thing that a lot of people have consistent amongst the entirety of the entire world.
And right now, as of right now, he's a restaurant manager. And he's a busy man, so I understand that kind of heat, because I've been in the business industry with restaurants. I was with McDonald's for 10 years.
A real long time.
A very long time.
Managed a lot of stores itself. I remember you telling me a lot of different, like, just bullshit that you would have to deal with, whether it's like the people coming in to inspect your properties or just the customers itself, you know?
Yeah, so basically I started when I was 14 at McDonald's and worked my way up through the company. So basically started as a crew person, as a normal person. At 16 when, back in 2013, 2012 when they didn't care about labor laws as much. They made me a manager at 16, and then 18 I was a general manager, and then so forth, a supervisor 21, 23, and etc. It's all about hard work and taking, just that's all it is. That's all it is just putting in the hard work and the labor.
You worked up yourself the ladder and stuff. That's kind
of
you actually worked the corporate ladder.
Corporate ladder. Exactly the first part of my life. So I'm 30 now. And how old are you?
I'm 26 years old myself for now.
Yeah,
always changes.
I hope it always changes. Every year.
So they say. So as your time inside of McDonald's, like, what did you actually do? Like, what was the last thing that you were a part of, like, in the McDonald's thing? What was your job entailing?
So the last part of the industry I was in, I was an area supervisor. So I basically ran 5 different McDonald's at the same time as an area supervisor. So I basically managed 5 GMs and then over 200 employees on top of that. So basically you manage them through the GMs, the chain of command, of course.
So you know some of the nitty gritty about, like, McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
a lot of the stuff.
Just the
difference.
The difference and the what am I getting at is the McDonald's, the franchise itself, to the development, training.
Can I ask a question that's on everybody's mind?
What?
Before we get into anything else?
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Is the secret menu real? Like, can you order some secret menu shit, or, like, is that just bullshit?
Secret menu stuff, what are you trying to ask here? Like the McChicken McDouble, like the McGangbang or something like that people just make up on the side or what, something like that?
You know about the McGangbang?
I'm not just saying that. Okay. So yes, I know about it because I was in that age group where people grew up with the McDouble.
So, no, that's not the question. Is the secret menu real?
No.
So the secret menu's not real, it's just a bunch of fuss.
No, it's just a bunch of fuss.
Man, that's the left propaganda again.
Okay. That's one way to say it. Okay. Alright.
So if the secret menu's not real, at least the food they give us is.
Yeah, the food is.
The food is 100%
beef.
real at
100% beef.
McDonald's.
100%.
And we'll believe it when we see it, folks.
Yeah, you just gotta do research yourself, I guess. Because I don't know. Yeah. Sorry.
So,
I just told it.
as you've been through all your different McDonald's journeys, what would be your weirdest customer interaction? Maybe something that just hits you off the head.
Yeah, what kind of hits me off the head was probably drunk employees. I think a lot of managers and other establishments can understand like late nights or like overnights or something like that. Like those drunk employees are the drunk employees, drunk customers that come in.
I was sitting here ready for the story. I was like, oh man, the drunk employees are the best part of the customers. What I was waiting for.
To get into other stories, there has been a lot. I have had a lot of drunk employees at McDonald's that that I had to send home and stuff like that. So, don't go to work and drink, okay? Don't go to work and drink.
You drink while you work. That's the point he's trying to make.
No.
You don't show up to work drunk. You get more fun while you're there.
No.
Because then you look like you want to be there.
No.
But that's not coming from me. It's coming from him.
Okay. All right. We are gonna move on.
Okay. We'll move on straight up. Let's talk about us a little bit. So we're 2 of 4 siblings.
Yes.
We have 2 other siblings in our life. We have Claire, our little sister, and Samuel, our little brother. We'll let you guys learn more about them kind of more in the future, but it's just important to know that we are a group of 4 strong individuals that love to talk. And as we kept going through life, eventually you did add a wonderful person to our life and your son named Noah. Why don't you tell him a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. So 10 years ago, I had a kid named Noah. Great, wonderful person in my life, and I'm really happy that happened in my life. And I'm glad that happened. And so he came in my life 10 years ago, and again, I was married at one time. I'm right now divorced, but co-parenting great, so no issues there. But just it's all about the kid when you parent and stuff like that, and it's not about money. You don't bring up money around your children, I don't think, and you just love on, love your children and pursue what they love and grow around them. So I think that's what parenting's all about. And
can I interrupt you? Can the audience, maybe if you're comfortable to share here, maybe what Noah's kind of interested right now in his lifetime?
Yeah. So his big thing is right now in his lifetime, like he's big about video games. He's a big Fortnite player. So again, parents can interact on how killing and stuff like that is bad for you, and stuff in a kid's life and stuff like that, especially a 10-year-old. But when you have conversations with your kid about killing, and when self-defense comes in the arena, it's all about self-defense and how you play it. And I think in the future you'll understand as this podcast goes on, but about military background and all that stuff. But
that is really interesting to me, because honestly I haven't asked a lot of questions about that. I always brush over it in conversations. You were in the National Guard for like how long?
I was in for 6 years, so I did a 6-year contract.
What would you say is like the biggest thing that maybe you were a part of during that time?
The only thing I never got deployed or anything like that. So I was in Army National Guard. All I did was sign up when I was 17 years old because I did not know what I wanted to do in my life. That's when I was with McDonald's and all that stuff. On top of that, so Army National Guard, all you got to do is do one 1 week in a month and 2 weeks out of the summer. And again, it adds up more than that when you do training hours and all that other stuff on top of that. Yes. I feel very patriotic for other people that have not myself, because I feel like I haven't risked my life for our country, but I know other service people that I serviced with that risked their lives, and other sergeants and stuff like that they've told me stories and stuff like that they've risked their lives for us, and I appreciate that, and I think every serviceman needs, if you see one, just give them a good greeting. Thank you for your service, and we always need that, a firm handshake, and it's well needed, because they have done some kind of risk just to keep us safe in general, just like a police officer, just like a firefighter. Any risk or anything like that is very important, I think. So
what does the USA mean to you? Like, I understand that you have patriotism for our country, but what does the USA mean to you? Because, like, for me, USA is it's like a white and a black kind of together. It's a dreams and a reality kind of always fused together. Because, like, I have this dream of being a stand-up comedian, person that wants to make people laugh, but I have the stark reality of making myself have to live every single month, just going throughout it and chase the dream of being a stand-up comedian. So for me, the country is like so dreams and reality just always clashing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
For you, what is the country like for you? What does the world feel for you?
I mean, when it comes down to it, is the world. I mean, again, you said two parts there. So again, what USA means in our country is freedom, and what some other countries don't have. Like I'm blessed to have clean drinking water, like a lot of essential things that in my life that other countries don't have. Like I think that's a blessing in disguise, that most people don't understand, because I mean, I just think people just take everything for granted, and I just think, it's good to have food on the table and stuff like that, because you're not scrounging for things. So when it comes down to that, I think freedom and having options and figuring things out, America and the USA is all a part of that, and that's what I believe in. And other countries, some countries don't let you have those options, or don't have those options. So that kind of sucks. And I wish we could do more to help that, but we can't.
I agree.
You're good.
So you want to know what? My favorite sports team probably right now is the Green Bay Packers, just because we live in Wisconsin. I've been loyal to them for many, many years, but I've been really getting into the UFC, and so like there's not a team in the UFC really. For me, it's like individual fighters. Like, what sports teams do you just follow?
Honestly, I mean, I agree about the Packers.
That's a class. We're Wisconsinites.
Wisconsinites.
Sorry.
I'm a huge Brewer fan. I'm a big baseball fan. So,
see, I'm not a big baseball guy. I've been trying to get into it. It's just usually on the betting apps, I just always get it wrong, so I just want to not get into baseball.
Yeah, I just had good memories from childhood. I think it has to revolve around
All
childhood.
All the different
I
games
think
we
so.
went to.
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, our uncle taking us to those games and getting us
Yep,
those balls from the
yep,
bullpen.
yep,
I mean, that was
exactly.
fun.
That
I mean, he
was
knew
a
the
lot
guy
of
from
fun.
church or whatever.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yep, that was a lot
Like,
of fun.
how do you-
That's the memory I enjoyed, and it was like cool. And then you got a couple signings, and
Because
I wish we kept those balls
I was
around.
going to say, he knew
it
the
was-
guy by name. I
Yeah,
mean, he knew the
yeah.
guy by name.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was crazy.
gosh.
It was pretty crazy, and that was entertaining. That was really entertaining. Brewers are doing really good this season. So
Really, are they?
I'm glad you brought that up about our uncle and stuff like that. That was a great memory, and that's why I love baseball so much. Is just the fond memories of bringing things together, and that's I love bringing my son to the baseball games, and he loves going to the baseball games and stuff like that, and.
My favorite part about baseball is drinking at the games.
Tailgating! Tailgating's fun!
Tailgating is the best
Yeah.
part of having a baseball game.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
tailgating.
then I show up to the baseball game ready to watch baseball.
Yep, that is true. Yeah, being drunk to start the game is always nice.
Drunk.
I'm not gonna be honest.
Being drunk to start the game. Someone's got a problem.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Let's. What keeps you motivated?
You keep me motivated.
Every single day, right now, what do you think of when you wake up? Maybe when you fall asleep, when your eyelids close. What keeps Seth Allen Krecklow going?
I would say what keeps me motivated is just family, and just being in legacy and thinking, what can I put all my work towards in my life? What if I'm gonna die at 90? What do I want to put all my effort towards the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years? So that's what I've been thinking about lately is my motivation, and every morning and week.
We gotta bring some.
All right, what keeps you motivated?
Hope, hope, hope. You know, I would say the open mics. It's because it's the puzzle of the open mics every single week of what am I gonna say? What's the new material that I'm
you
gonna
change
bring?
it up. You don't keep it bland.
Every single time I go out there, I try to bring the new material. I don't try to repeat my material.
Exactly. I like that.
I want it to be as new, as fresh. I want to hear the laughs on the stuff. I could work on it, but when I go into the same place right now, I want to hear these new laughs. I want to see how people feel about my new stuff all the time. It's all definitely about how it's always rolling. So I would say the biggest thing that's keeping me motivated right now is just the feel that this comedy is just so pushing forward, and that we're at these open mics trying these new materials, and that people are always talking to me and laughing, and I'm sitting here waiting for my motivation to just drop and dip, because one of these times I'm gonna hit an open mic and I'm gonna hear zero laughs. I'm gonna get a bad response from some jokes, or someone might not like something I say.
That's true.
But I think that's kind of where motivation isn't just also outwardly received, but it's inward, because it's not exactly how people motivate me every single day.
Mm-hmm.
When it's tough, it's about how I motivate myself when the times are tough. That's going to make me possibly either change or different throughout my time. And so that's why, even though I'm sad, lonely, not in the mood to write jokes, I got to try. There'll be something I put out there that I don't exactly like, but 2 months down the road, maybe I'll come back to that phrase, that sentence, 3 words I thought might be funny. There's something there, a nugget, a kernel, something I can find.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I got one of my jokes literally from doom scrolling. Like, I've got an entire joke because I was sitting there doom scrolling, and a video of Justin Gaethje popped up, and he said in a podcast kind of phone interview, if one man can hold you down, two men can rape you. And I thought, just like you did in that moment, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
So I wrote a joke around that. I wrote a joke around that. Now, I'm not trying to rape men in the joke. It's around his quote itself. So, but I just think that inspiration and motivation can be outwardly and inwardly received, and it's about how people go about doing it themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. So, again, you lead a team right now at work.
Yes. Yes, I do.
So, what do you do to lead your team at work?
I think that going back to our favorite candy, it's about Sour Patch Kids.
All right.
Sometimes you need to be sour, sometimes you need to be sweet.
Yes.
It's not exactly like I'm a very friendly person overall. I will help you in any means that you need.
Mm-hmm.
But if it seems like you're not doing what you need to do, you're less than what the standard should be, then maybe I should get a little sour than sweet.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I like that.
I don't want to be a cock.
Yeah.
But if I have to be a cock,
I like it.
Daddy can be a cock. Daddy can be a cock. Daddy can be a cock.
All right. Put your foot down. I like it. It's the same thing with parenting too.
Really? It's the same thing with parenting.
Same thing with parenting. Crazy.
What do you typically do on the 4th of July? I have to work most of the day, but like I go out and I just get obliterated and watch fireworks afterwards. What do you do?
Typically I've been watching fireworks with my son the last couple of years, but
what are some of the best shows you've seen? Like where do you go to see fireworks in Wisconsin?
I think Whitewater, Wisconsin has been the best show. Lake Mills, Wisconsin's been pretty good.
I've been to a Conowalk. They've been pretty good. They have literally fireworks on the lake. It's beautiful. Fireworks on the lake. They have boats sitting there. It's like majestic. Like you're just watching it right on the shoreline.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah, it sounds
I haven't
like
done a Conowalk. When is a Conowalk?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
This boy always just shows up though. Day of.
Alright. Yeah. What does this country mean to you? Since we're talking about July 4th. Alright, this podcast is coming out on July 4th, so what is this what does July 4th mean to you? What is
I mean, to me personally, like if I'm gonna be honest, July 4th was always just a day that I have seen fireworks and heard about the history of the United States. I think that as I get older, and I've known the history of the United States, I understand the sacrifices that people have made, and I appreciate the independence and the freedoms that we have itself. It's much, much more different than when I was a kid and I said, ooh, pretty fireworks,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's the same thing of when I think of all the fallen heroes that we have. I'm sitting here on my couch trying to think of jokes every single day. Those people are out there taking their lives away from us. And that's sad to hear, but I appreciate every single sacrifice they make.
I honestly, like, throughout the years, my military background, I still have all the people that I've associated with through like basic training and all that stuff, or active service members, because I was in the Army National Guard, and to active service members I basic trained with. Like, some of them put in 10 to 15 years in service, and like they put all their Facebook memories on, and it's pretty cool to see them, progress over the years to be staff sergeants and stuff like that, it's just really cool to see progression and that they pursued the military and stuff like that, because it does get you do have good benefits, and it is a good career in the long run and all that stuff. You can retire early, but it's hard work and hard labor, and very time sensitive, and they're the worst boss. Uncle Sam is the worst boss.
I think it's just a little different here.
Okay.
I want to jump back to your son Noah. He's had 10 years of life under your belt itself, and there has to be some times in your life where you felt like there was a big, oh my gosh, this is why I had a kid moment, where you felt so fulfilled to have this other being with your side to you. What's the biggest moment you've ever felt fulfilled having your child?
I honestly, I just thought of like, I wouldn't call this the biggest moment, but just the most recent moment was on Father's Day, just recently. My son, for Father's Day, he got me a gift. So for Father's Day, for the weekend, he snuck in to his room a little gift because Mom dropped him off a little early after I'm done with work, and I come home, and then he's home, and he hid a little gift in his room, and then he pulls it out just on Father's Day on Sunday over the weekend, and I'm like, oh, where did that come from? And then he pulls out a gift, and it's all taped up and stuff. It's in a little box. I unwrap it, it's in another little box, a UPS box. I unwrap it, and then there's a little plastic bag and a note. I read the note, it says, your present's in the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and there's another note saying my present's in the kitchen. So I go to the kitchen, my present's in the living room. Oh, I go to the living room. My present's in the bedroom. Oh, I go to the bedroom, and your present's in the fridge. And I go to the fridge, and then there's the note, the present's me. And then I give him a hug, and it's just the most adorable thing because he wrote all the notes with his mom because he's homeschooled and stuff. And it's really cool just to see that's just amazingness. And I don't care about the money or anything like that. It's just the amazingness of the caring, the gift. It was just a friendly gift. A moment. It was a 2-minute moment, a treasure hunt,
Right.
that I had with him on Father's Day. It was the most amazing.
You had the buildup of what was going to be
yeah.
gift itself, and the fact that there wasn't even a gift in it, but the gift was just your son.
Yeah.
Honestly, was even better.
Yeah, it was an amazing gift, and just that. I mean, I've had amazing memories with him overall, and just that recent memory really got me good. So. I appreciate him, and I appreciate Noah because I know he's going to watch this podcast. He's already been talking about it because what we're going to bring into next, because we are probably wrapping up here soon.
Yeah, but I want to state this fucking fact right now for everybody, okay? His son didn't know we were brothers until like last month.
Oh yeah, last
I lived with him for years. For years. Like, years. And his son didn't even know I was his
He
brother.
thought we were friends.
We were just good friends.
Good friends.
Good friends that looked similar.
Right. Holden, how long have you been doing comedy for?
I've been doing a very, very small amount. I've only actually been doing comedy for about maybe 6 months at maximum. I'm a very new person at this, and everything I go out and do every single time is new jokes because I'm so new. I feel like I need to write new material every single time to keep myself on the edge of what I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's not good to define myself into maybe one thing that might be the comedy that Holden's doing. It needs to be a lot of jokes, or maybe even just a lot of small punchlines. Every single time might be a tiny different version of the Holden comedy that might be the big overarching thing that people might see on like a comedy special in the future.
That makes sense. So how do you really think you're doing? From like your open mics to sending out your videos to friends and family, like getting honest feedback. How well do you think you're doing?
I think I'm in the middle of the lay of the land. I don't think I'm better than a lot of people. I don't think I'm worse than a lot of people. I think that my stage presence helps me a tiny bit. And I think I do say some funny things out there. I mean, I think I have a few funny jokes personally, if you see my videos myself. But I think that I'm really doing good at fitting into the comedy scene that Milwaukee or Madison or the Midwest is giving us as of right now. Like, the way that you kind of attend it and the way that you kind of see the people there every single time. I mean, you're filming some videos for me right now.
Yeah.
You notice how I shake hands and how I do the fist bumps.
Yeah.
It's all about meeting the people that you go with and meeting the people that are around you.
Yeah.
Because the people matter, of course. And these are the people that are going to listen to your jokes every single time and give you the honest feedback of maybe, hey, that sucked. And I sometimes would rather hear that joke was bad than hear that, oh, good job with that joke, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Because if I go to do that joke again, I'm going to get 0 laughs again.
Exactly.
I would rather hear it up front that maybe a joke was bad. I know that I can make a good joke, but it's about maybe what isn't a good joke.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. I think your open mics are going pretty well, you know, up and downs, learning, you know, going through the punches, I guess.
Yeah, it's really kind of rolling through the punches itself. It's hitting the days that they let you be on the stage, or trying to pray for your open mics to hit itself, kind of like what we've been doing the last few weeks. You just want time itself. I know that if I were to sit there and hit every single open mic I do, I'm going to hit so much new material. But as of right now, I'm kind of keeping myself, I would say, closed off a little bit to a time period, just because I'm kind of tunneling my view. But in the near future, I'm really going to be going at it where it's going to be, instead of once every 2 weeks I'm hitting an open mic, it's going to be 2 to 3 times a week I'm hitting that open mic, because I want to be there. I want to be in the scene. I want to have my material be out there, and I want people to be able to see me on stage, because the believability of being on stage is a huge thing. Also, I'd love to grace the stage itself. I get a little jealous when I'm not able to get on stage and get out there and get to show the material that I've been working 2 weeks on and sitting here and critiquing for 2 weeks.
Going back to high school.
Yes.
All right, so you had a big theater presence. Do you think your theater and your drama really helped guide you to this direction?
I definitely think that having a show choir, theater / small play presence helps me a lot. I was on stage a good deal. I was able to see a lot of people staring back at me while I was doing the thing that I was supposed to do, which is exactly kind of what comedy is people looking at you while you're trying to do the exact thing that you want to do. You want to just make them laugh. You want to make them have a little bit of a good time. And as I sit there and I take the stage itself, every single time I get that nostalgia or that feel that, like, this is what you're meant to do. This is what your life has led towards. You need to keep working towards this. As people look at you and you make them laugh, this is kind of the fulfilling guidelines that you're leading towards. Which is why I sit here and stay till 2 a.m. trying to write anything that I can, and I just literally sometimes cannot sleep until I finish writing what I do, because writing's half the job, and it's the most important part of the job sometimes, and it's so inspiring just to sit there and get something in your brain and on the paper, to show, to sometimes to get people to understand what you're saying. To me, make a joke and people laugh at it is a whole thing. Because, like, I can make a joke and people not laugh at it because they not understand exactly what I'm saying. But for me to be able to tell a joke and articulate what I'm saying to the people so they can laugh at what I'm saying is a whole barrier and ground that makes comedy what it is.
Ooh, that's a really honest answer right there. That was really good.
Yeah, because people have to understand kind of what I'm saying. If they don't understand what I'm saying, they're not going to laugh at me. Yeah. They're not going to laugh at the jokes that I'm presenting out there. I need to be believable, and they need to understand what I'm saying to the point that I'm relatable, so that they understand what I'm saying, because that's what brings enjoyment to everybody, is feeling in on the joke itself.
Yeah. So let's get a little deeper. All right, let's get a little deeper. What's motivating you to do this comedy right now? Why? What's in the chamber? Why do it?
You know, honestly, for me, that's the tough question. Why do comedy a little bit later into my life? Why kind of move into something that might be not as stable as other people's other jobs or other things like that? It's more of the feeling of just like how it works, how sometimes I'm received, and sometimes just how the job is, where I'm sitting there on stage and it's just a feeling nothing like anything else. Just the way that you can change someone's mind about either how they feel about something or about how they feel about you, and you can make them go from being completely monotoned to smiling and laughing and looking at their partner and being like, did you hear what they just said? Is amazing. And like, I've literally felt that in my sets itself. At the end of one of my sets, I had a woman turn to her husband and say, you heard that? To me, that comes to a whole point of like, they were so taken aback or taken by what I said that they had to address their partner, not only themselves, but their partner, about what I had addressed or brought to them.
Yeah.
I had, quote unquote, rocked their world.
Yeah, you did.
And that's fun. I love to make people's night in that way, and then to get the fist bumps and the hey, good job afterwards is always a nice thing, including from the comics that have done it for a long time, including when I'm really, really new, is the most humbling part of the entire experience. I just feel so great. I know that it doesn't sound humble saying it itself, but itself, I try to keep it on the inside so much. But when there's comics that have been doing it for years on end that give me fist bumps being like, thanks for bringing the energy, I'm like, whew. Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's fired up.
You're damn right your boy's bringing the energy.
What does fatherhood mean to you?
So saying I'm not a father myself, unlike you, it probably has a little bit of a different meaning, probably than what you have itself. But I'll try to quantify it the best I can. I would say that fatherhood maybe isn't exactly about blood to me. It's more about guidance and leadership through the hard situations of life. Like if you have someone that is going to be there for you through the toughest time in your life, and possibly you're not talking to your parents about that, or you're not with your parents about those situations, but that person is helping you through it in a healthy situation. To me, that's fatherhood. I had that with like a choir teacher where he would help me through unhealthy situations to put me to a point where it was actually very good for a student to be where I was. And he was very, very nice to me. He helped other teachers understand my situation. He was very generous to me. He's very generous to me.
That's good. That's good. Now, we're gonna get into a game quick.
I was thinking me some.
All right, so
games.
let's start off. Since Father's Day just passed, when do you think, out of the list of holidays, out of all the holidays, all right, out there, what number is Father's Day on the list for top holidays?
maybe 6.
6?
Yeah, I think he's just out of top 5. I think he's like just below the top 5, but he's like right there, but he's not top 5.
All right. It was actually number 10.
Number 10?
Number 10.
Number
Father's Day is
10
number
holiday.
10. All right. So what do you think is the top 5 holidays?
Christmas.
That's number 1.
Easter.
Easter's number 4.
Okay. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day number 5.
Okay, so I got 1, 4, and 5. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's number 2.
Okay, so
Got number 3.
Number 3. St. Patrick's Day.
No. I think that was like number, I don't have that on my list, but I think that was like 9.
Okay. Two more guesses. Valentine's Day.
No, it's not.
Damn.
No. Think of...
New Year's Eve.
No, that's not even on...
That's not on the list.
That's like
It's
6 or 7. I think that's
huge.
6 or 7 too.
So what's number 3?
Number 3 is Halloween. I know!
People like to dress up like other people.
I know, it pisses me off.
Just be yourself, man. Come on. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like Halloween too. I like
I
Halloween.
know.
It's a good holiday.
It is a good holiday.
I like to dress up like other people. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we know.
I should have guessed Halloween. Dang, I'm stupid. That's okay.
Now, speaking of Father's Day,
What did you get your father?
I didn't get my father anything.
What?
Is your father too? Did you get your father anything?
I didn't even call him.
I at least called him and left him a voicemail.
Let's post that. And let's keep that into. That's a teaser.
Yeah, it is.
So speaking of Father's Day, Seth, you said you had something to say about Father's Day?
Did I? Oh, I did. I did. What is your favorite moment with Dad? Since we have the same father.
Now, I would say the most exciting moment I had with Dad would be when he would let us just drive go-karts around.
Oh God.
And then me and I think one of your friends crashed the go-kart and like turned it over. But we were fine. But like we had a great time. Like we turned it over and we were laughing afterwards. Yeah. We're sitting sideways and like everyone was like, "Are you okay?" And we're like, "We're okay. We just turned over a go-kart. Like chill out, bro."
He was always chill.
Yeah.
But he was probably always drunk, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that is besides the point.
Alright. But I agree, those moments with him were really good.
What would you say was one of your favorite moments with Dad?
Was with my friends. He was always really good with my friends.
He's very good with your friends. He loved having people
he
over.
loved having
He
people
loved
over.
having the friends over. He
Yeah.
loved being one of the bros. He's a guess good credit, huh? So what has been the most fulfilling moment about you having a son? Like, where have you told yourself, this is like the best moment, this is why I had a son? Or like he did something where you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I had this amazing being named Noah.
I think I get those moments once a week, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because he just surprises me all the time with his... he just gets smarter every week for his age, more wiser, and he just starts to understand people, and he just starts to learn, and he soaks in the information and just keeps on moving. So that's what I enjoy. So the next podcast is coming up July 18th.
Which is where we're going to be interviewing one of our special guests that we're bringing in for you and you only, where you're going to learn about not only a little bit of the brothers the day of, but how the brothers interact with a special person inside of their lives. And honestly,
sometimes doesn't have to be in their lives, Holden. How about if we get someone outside our lives? Some random person off the streets.
So we might interview a homeless guy next.
No. Okay, not off the streets. I mean, we could.
I was gonna say I had one
That would be-
lined. I thought you needed one. I had one lined. I had a homeless guy lined up then.
You got a homeless guy lined up?
Well, I had a homeless guy lined up. That or I have a guy with a house lined up. So it depends. Do you want a guy with a house or do you want a guy without a house? Just let me fucking know.
Okay. All right. Sorry. The guy without the house, please.
Okay.
He would probably be more interesting.
So next week we're gonna have possibly a homeless guy, that or a single male individual that lives in an apartment alone. Just because everybody likes to talk about loneliness and how they can adapt to that profession.
That's one way to do it.
Profession is a bad way to put it, but
Profession. Okay.
this is the way that Daddy did.
Till next time.
Till next time, we say,
What's up, brother?